Recording in progress.
Radha Krishna Navajiya Radha Krishna Navajiya Jani Ashu Niyabisha Kainu Jani Ashu Niyabisha Kainu Jani Ashu Niyabisha Kainu Jani Ashu Niyabisha Kainu Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtana Golokera Premadana Harinama Sankirtana Ratina Janmi Lakine Ratina Janmi Lakine Ratina Janmi Lakine Ratina Janmi Lakine Samsara Vishanale Jivanishi Virajale Samsara Vishanale Jivanishi Virajale Juraite no koinu Juraite no koinu Juraite no koinu Juraite no koinu Rajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Sutta Koilase Rajendra Nandana Jai Sachi Sutta Koilase Balaram Hoiloni Balaram Hoiloni Balaram Hoiloni Balaram Hoiloni Jatotilo Hariname Yudharilo Janachilo Hariname Yudharilo Shakti Jagayama Shakti Jagayama Shakti Jagayama Shakti Jagayama Mahaprabhu Nanda Sutta Vishwanu Sutta Sutta 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 Karuna Karo Ei Baro Karuna Karo Ei Baro Karuna Karo Ei Baro Karuna Karo Ei Baro Narottama Dasakai Nakeli Oranga Pai 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 Omabina Ke Ache Amaro Omabina Ke বিফলে জনম গোয়াইনো হরি হরি বিফলে জনম গোয়াইনো। হরি হরি বিফলে জনম গোয়াইনু হরি হরি বিফলে জনম গোয়াইনু।
Hare Krishna, everyone. Dandavat Pranam. Jai Srila Prabhupada. How's everyone doing?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So happy Shivaratri to everyone. I know some in India, I think it was celebrated today, and as per Vaishnav calendar in US, at least in Northeast region, it will be tomorrow. So regardless, this is a very good opportunity to read and hear about Lord Shiva, the greatest Vaishnava and greatest devotee of Lord Krishna. He's Acharya, he's our spiritual master also. So wonderful personality. So we'll try to, so it is said that there are few principles, few tattvas, which are very, very complex to understand. Like Guru Tattva, very hard to understand. Saying that Guru, spiritual master is very easy, but very hard to understand. And similarly, the Guru Tattva, Radha Tattva, understanding Radharani is very, very difficult. Then third comes is Shiva Tattva, very hard to comprehend. A lot of devotees make a lot of mistakes without understanding the philosophy, and they end up making offenses. So these three tattva, three principles, especially in the spiritual science, are very, very difficult to comprehend. So Shivaratri, there are various stories, various things that are mentioned, but the most accepted pastime is when it's the night of Lord Shiva, which falls in this Falgun Mass, month of Falgun, February, March, around that time. It is called as Mahashivratri. There are Shivratris, and then this is Mahashivratri. And it is observed, celebrated in the honor of Lord Shiva's divine marriage to Mother Parvati, Mother Durga. Or we also know her by name Mother Gauri. She is also Maya Devi, Durga, right? This material world is like a Durga, prison house, and she is the controller of that house. And her master is Lord Shiva. There are few pictures that I had, and this is this is Shivling that Ajay Prabhu and Nina Mataji they worship at home. These are quite old pictures. And this is from Vrindavan, Gopeshwar Mahadev. Ki Jai. Yeah. Okay. We'll start with our prayers and then we'll try to discuss, understand, or at least hear and study few pastimes of Lord Shiva. Om Agyantimirandasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurve Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utpadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavascha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijan Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Deenabandhu Jagatpate Gopesh Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिय वाञ्छाकल्पतरुर्भ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमतिभक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय. So by the mercy of Srila Prabhupada and the Guru Parampara, and of course by the mercy of Lord Shiva, we'll try to carry forward today's program. I don't think we will have a lot of devotees. Few devotees, they already notified. They are not available. So I appreciate that notification in advance. That always helps. So, Lord Shiva. So before we go into the discussion, Lord Shiva is a personified mercy. And that is how the spiritual life goes on. The spiritual life completely depends on the principle of mercy. How? Mercy of whom? For us, mercy of devotees. So, because the conditioned soul, we have this ahankar, this false ego, that I am doing sadhana, even in spiritual life. Forget about the material life. We are not even talking about that world, right? But even when we try to practice spiritual life, this subtle ahankar comes. It could be visible also, or it could be very subtle, hidden. That I'm chanting, I'm doing sadhana, I'm doing programs, I'm attending programs, I'm worshipping at home or temple, I'm advancing. This ahankar may come, right? So that is the obstacle actually in bhakti. So that's why this sadhu sangha is very, very important. Because when we hear from sadhus or through sadhus in the parampara, we can at least be aware of. By condition, we will be like that, but at least we can be aware of those obstacles in our spiritual life. See, we can cry and beg, but that, if we are sincere and our desire is sincere, we can cry and beg to devotees, to Krishna, to help us advance in bhakti. But the advancement will happen only and only when that mercy is available to us, or we are able to accept it. There are two things: mercy is available, and whether we are able to accept that mercy or digest that mercy. So this picture you are seeing on the screen, very nice picture, Srila Prabhupada. The reason I have it here is because very nice pastime. Once Srila Prabhupada was feeding ducks near the seashore or somewhere. And he was on the morning walk with his disciples, his followers. And there were few ducks and Srila Prabhupada was feeding them. जैसे हम लोग डालते हैं कुछ. So out of all those, Srila Prabhupada was giving little more to one duck. And when devotees were so mesmerized by Srila Prabhupada that each and every action they used to watch what Srila Prabhupada is doing, what time, why, even little things. So of course they noticed that Srila Prabhupada is feeding one particular duck a little more than usual or others. So they questioned Srila Prabhupada. Of course, their question used to be very in a very mood of very humbleness. They wanted to learn and understand. Each and every action of the Acharya gives us lesson. So we should not ignore why he's saying something or doing something. So Srila Prabhupada, the question, why Srila Prabhupada, why you are feeding this duck little more than others? So Srila Prabhupada, without looking at the disciples, keep feeding the ducks. He kept feeding the ducks. He said, didn't you notice that this one particular duck, was very eagerly and constantly, continuously, she is looking at me and quacking, making the sounds, quack, quack. So the lesson was, one who is eager, who has desire, sincere desire, and who has this aspiration to progress, he gets more mercy. He or she gets more mercy. So in short, bhakti comes from mercy, not by our japa or reading scriptures. Then why are we doing this? This is our sadhana, doing japa, reading scriptures, following regulative principles. These are foundations. These are very important because they help us to attract that mercy. They make us qualified to attract mercy and digest the mercy when it is available. So it's a sadhana. That's why it is called a sadhana. Just like in the most famous pastime, Damodar Leela, we know there was an endeavor also, plus mercy. We cannot just sit back and say, oh, mercy will happen. Kripa hogi to धाम में जाएंगे, कृपा होगी तो मंदिर जाएंगे, कृपा होगी तो कृष्ण बुलाएंगे तो जाएंगे. No, we have to make the effort also. And then Radharani will give us the mercy. Both endeavor and mercy, just like in the Damodar Leela. So, now how to attract mercy? Of course, we do our sadhana, but our spiritual masters, our Acharya says, take up some responsibility for Krishna. When we take up some responsibility in the mission of Srila Prabhupada, just not taking anything by our own mind. I want to preach, I want to do this under the spiritual authority, because that is mission is organized mission, right? So we have to follow what is required and take up some responsibility in the moment. So that's how we get the mercy. So anyway, I think I wanted to read that also. We'll see if we have time more, then we'll go. So principle of Shiva Tattva. He's so merciful that sometimes we take him very lightly. Shiva Tattva is very complex. So we know Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, right? They are in each universe, we have Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Shiva. The principle of Vishnu we know is the expansion of the Supreme Lord Krishna. Principle of Brahma is also not that complex because Brahma is ultimately a Jeev, a spirit soul. He is also within this material framework. So it is said that a conditioned soul like us, we may become Brahma if we want, if we have those qualifications. And there are qualifications mentioned in the scriptures for that, who can become Brahma. Actually, it is said that all of us have some time, from time immemorial, once we have become Brahma, till end. All the species we have traveled already. So anyway, when Krishna doesn't find anyone suitable to become Brahma, then he himself takes the position of Brahma. But that is some rare conditions. Lord Shiva is very special. He doesn't come under the influence of, or the, it's very hard to explain now also. So it is described that after passing through the 8 material layers, right? This diagram we all know. So this universe, where my mouse is hovering around, It has 8 layers, 5 layers, right? And then mind, ego, intelligence. I'm going a little fast because we all have discussed this many times. When we pass through all these 8 material coverings, and then what comes? Viraja, this river that separates the spiritual and material world. Then comes the it is beyond the planet of Brahma also. Then one comes to the abode of Lord Shiva here, above Brahma Jyoti. So it is in the spiritual realm. This is also called as Mahakal, Shivalok. Here Shiva, Lord Shiva resides with his associates, Mother Parvati. So that is Shiva. And one way to understand Lord Shiva, in a way, he is non-different from Mahavishnu. When Mahavishnu glances over material nature and creation happens, he actually becomes Shiva. So that's how he is non-different from Mahavishnu. So in Brahma Samhita, we have studied this verse. Shiram yathadhadi vikara vishesha yogat sanjayate nahi tatah prithag asti hetuho yaha शंभुतम अपि तथा समुपतिकारयाद गोविंदम आदि पुरुषम तमहम भजामि. The way Lord Shiva is described is just as milk is transformed into curd by the action of acids, but yet the effect curd is neither same or not different from milk. So he is non-different from Mahavishnu in that way. Now, Srila Jiva Goswami, he also comments that he says the same thing. Just as milk is transformed into yogurt by contact with a transforming agent, who is that transforming agent? Shri Govinda, Lord Krishna. He accepts the form of Shambhu. Why he does it? For a specific purpose, for the creation of this material world. So there is a specific purpose. And the same Brahma Samhita, it is established who is the Supreme Lord. Supreme Lord can be only one. Govinda, Ishvara Parama Krishna, Sachidanand Vigraha. So now a devotee of Krishna, there is a lot of misconception and misunderstanding that Krishna devotees don't respect Shiva. It's absolutely false. A devotee of Krishna does not disrespect Lord Shiva. In fact, he worships Shiva. But the mood is, he is the most exalted devotee of Lord Krishna. Lord Shiva is the most exalted. He is Acharya for Vaishnavas. So what is the prayer when he worships? A devotee worships Lord Shiva. He prays to Lord Shiva to achieve the favor of Krishna, to get Krishna Bhakti. He does not request for material profit. That's the mood of a devotee. And non-devotees, they go after Lord Shiva for material benefits. Because Lord Shiva is Ashutosh, very, very easily pleasable. He gets pleased very, very easily. So we'll skip that. So there is a pastime that comes in Brihad Bhagavatam, a wonderful composition by Srila Sanatana Goswami. It is based on Mother Uttara's and Parikshit Maharaj's conversation. After the whole Bhagavatam was recited to Maharaj Parikshit, because Mother Uttara couldn't attend that assembly because it was all saints, sages, women were not there. So she wanted Maharaj Parikshit, before he departs from this world, to explain to her what he heard. And Maharaj Parikshit had a very short time. So very quickly he recited the teachings. So in that, this katha also comes. Narad Muni's search for the greatest devotee. It's a long story, long pastime. If Krishna permits, Radharani blesses us, someday we can go to that scripture and read the whole scripture. But in short, so Narad Muni is searching for the greatest devotee of Lord Krishna. So first he is traveling. We know he is a universal traveler, and he lands up in Prayag. He saw a Brahmana. That usually in Prayag the idea is to perform austerities, karma kand, and things like that. But he sees this Brahman is very much in the doing the devotion of Krishna. So he gets, and he was very, very disciplined and doing the devotion very nicely. So Narad Muni goes to him and glorifies him. Like, you are a very good devotee, pure devotee. And then that person says, that Brahman says, no, don't glorify me. I'm not the pure devotee. I know a king in southern part of India who is a great devotee. So Narad Muni goes there to that king. He sees that king is almost every day organizing nice festivals for Krishna. Every day. So that his subjects, his Janta, his Praja could get engaged in the devotional activities. And consistently every day and very nicely. So Narad Muni glorifies him. He again says humbly, no, I'm not the good devotee. Nothing in comparison to Indra. And then this chain continues. Then Indra sends to him humbly, very humbly, he says, no, I committed offense in the Govardhan Leela to the Brajvasis and Krishna. How come I can be a pure devotee? So he says, no, my father Brahmaji is a pure devotee, greatest devotee. And Lord Narad goes to him. And he says, no, I'm under the influence of this material nature. I'm within this material boundary. Lord Shiva is the greatest devotee. So Lord Narad Muni goes to Lord Shiva. Now, before that, when we are talking about the greatest devotee, what really are the characteristics of a great devotee? So I have a picture on the right top. She is Yamuna Devi Dasi, Mother Yamuna, very, very, very advanced devotee in the movement, and she is no more, but she served Prabhupada a lot. And she described, she was sharing a pastime. Once she saw Srila Prabhupada was in a room alone, sitting, and he was playing harmonium and singing. And then the bhajan he was singing was Manushya Janama Paya Radha Krishna Na Bhajiya Janiya Suniya Vish Khainu. So she heard that, and then she again heard the same line Srila Prabhupada is singing. Manushya Janam Paya Radha Krishna Na Bhajiya Janiya Suniya Vish Khainu. Again, third time, fourth time. So she said, I heard Srila Prabhupada repeating the same line. He was singing 20 times at least. It is one of the most favorite bhajan of Srila Prabhupada. So, the characteristics of a great devotee, Srila Prabhupada is saying, Manushya Janam Paya. Oh Lord Hari, I have spent my life uselessly. This is the feeling. Having obtained a human birth and having not worshipped Radha and Krishna, I have knowingly drunk poison. In spite of having this human body, if I have not performed the Radha Krishna's bhajan, I have not done devotion, then I am drinking poison. So His Holiness Sachinand Swami also says that devotional service should be performed in a discipline, not like on a weekly basis or jab man kiya. We should have a niyam every day. We should have a rule and regulations for ourselves. Of course, they are given to us by our spiritual master. How many rounds we have to do of japa every morning. How much time for the deity worship, how much time for our study of the scriptures, how much time for the service in the temple, how much time in serving the movement, the mission in the preaching. So this all has to be done in a very regulated way. Maharaj says, pain of discipline is uncomfortable. Pain of discipline is uncomfortable, but pain of regret is unbearable. I hope it was clear. Pain of discipline is uncomfortable, but pain of regret is unbearable. What regret are we talking about here? Same bhajan Srila Prabhupada was dying. He was singing. Manushya janam paya Radha Krishna na bhariya. If we waste our time, later in the life, we will regret that we have lost our important time, the prime time when we could have really done the bhajan. बुढ़ापे में भजन होगा कभी नहीं होता, किसी को नहीं देखा करते हुए. अगर शुरू से नहीं हुआ है तो बुढ़ापे में भी नहीं होगा. So this is the prime time for most of us. Otherwise, Maharaj says, regret, the regret that because body will be slowly winding down. Eyes, ears, ability to speak, ability to memorize or think or even understanding, they will go down. Right? We all know that. So it will be very, very difficult for us to accept now as we grow old. Okay, so Lord Shiva in Srimad Bhagavatam is glorified as the greatest Vaishnava. Nimnaganam yatha Ganga Devanam Achyuto yatha Vaishvananam yatha Shambhu Purananam yudam tatha. Just as Ganga is the greatest of all rivers, Lord Achyut, Krishna is supreme among deities. Lord Shiva is the greatest of Vaishnavas, and Bhagavatam is the greatest of all Puranas. So Vaishnava, they worship Lord Shiva in order to, especially on Shivaratri, to become better devotees. That should be our prayer. Better devotee of Lord Krishna. That should be our prayer. Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur, one of the great acharyas in our parampara, he composed this beautiful prayer that all of us should recite. If anyone has interest, please send me a message. I can share this on the chat also. He composed Vrindav Vanvani Pate Jai Soma Soma Maule Sanandan Sanatan Naradeya Gopishwara Vraj Vilasi Yugan Gri Padme Prema Prayachya Nirupadhi Namo Namaste. Anyone would like to read the translation, please?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
O Shiva, O God, gatekeeper of Vrindavan, O you who are accompanied by Uma Parvati, O you who carry the moon in your hair, O Lord worshipped by Sananda Kumar, Sananda Kumar, Sanat Kumar and Narad Muni. O Gopishwar, the worshipable deity of the gopis, desiring that you bestow upon me love for the divine couple, Shri Shri Radha Madhav, who perform joyous pastimes in Vraja, I offer my obeisance upon you again and again.
Very nice prayer where Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur is asking, is desiring that Lord Shiva, this Gopeshwar Mahadev in Vrindavan, who is the gatekeeper of Vrindavan, he blesses us for the love for Radha and Krishna. This is the only prayer we should ask for Lord Shiva, and he is Ashutosh. He can give us bhakti very easily if our prayer is sincere. So Ashutosh means he is very, very simple, very bhola baba. How easily he can be pleased, but at the same time he gets angry also very easily, right? So Ashutosh doesn't just mean getting pleased easily. So this was when we were here in the past time when Narad Muni from Brahman to King to Indra to Brahma. Now he is at Shiva, Lord Shiva, and in that scripture there is a whole journey, beautiful journey. We'll see, but here when Narad Muni goes to Lord Shiva, glorifying him, that everybody is saying you are the greatest devotee of Lord. and you cannot deny it. Even Srimad Bhagavatam declares it, the verse that we just read. You are so great that you drank the most dangerous poison, halahal, and that's how he became Nilkant, right? When Samudra Manthan pastime happened, and halahal poison came out. Nobody, it was like a havoc in the whole universe. It could have killed all the living entities, everyone. So, on the advice of Lord Vishnu, demigods, devtas, they went to Lord Shiva and requested him to take up this service to drink it. Only he could do it. So he drank it and he held in his throat. He became Nilkant. So what he did, he took upon the sufferings of all the living entities at that time. So this is the greatness of advanced devotees. Advanced devotee is not like somebody sitting comfortably in the home, just doing classes, tight dhoti kurta, tilak. No. How much suffering he is ready to take for others. Because that was the greatness of Srila Prabhupada, his disciples. They were in that old age, they are traveling all over the world, not for fun, to give the mercy. They're working day and night for the mission, traveling day and night, leaving aside all the comforts. Like Srila Prabhupada, when I see Guru Maharaj, he could comfortably, he has a nice ashram in Vrindavan. Guru Maharaj can very comfortably live there. All the facilities are there. But no, hardly they live in Vrindavan. Their service as given to them by Srila Prabhupada. And that is the mood of the whole mission, is to go out, travel as much as possible, and attract everyone to Vrindavan, to give Krishna Bhakti. And that is the secret of mercy. When this mercy, we go out of the way and give to others as much as possible, the more we give, more it comes. And when mercy comes, then we advance in bhakti. Otherwise, we can do no matter how much effort. Without mercy, we will not advance. And Lord Shiva is so much merciful that he is even merciful to ignored species like ghosts, bhoot, pret. Hard for us to understand, but because we don't even, care about those species. But Lord Shiva does. So Lord Shiva is saying to Narad Muni, don't glorify me. I'm in the mode of ignorance. I make so many mistakes. What mistakes he's talking about? That he gives boons to even demons very easily. He says, I give mercy to the wrong people and then I get in trouble. Then Krishna has to come to take care of the situation. Because he's so simple. When somebody is doing some austerity and making sweet talks, he end up giving boons even to demigods, even to demons. So one pastime that comes is, once there was a demon, very powerful demon, Vrikasur. He performed severe austerities, very severe. He was cutting, his body parts, offering to Lord Shiva, and almost now he was going to cut his head. So of course, as Ashutosh, he got pleased, and he stopped him, and he appeared and said, "Okay, ask what you want. I will give you whatever you want." Now, this Brakasur, he could have asked anything, right? A devotee will ask for the highest thing, devotion. But as this Brakasur was very materially minded, he wanted to control the whole world. He asked that, give me the mercy, give me the blessing, give me the boon that I get the power to kill anyone just by keeping my hand on his head. Now, Lord Shiva had no choice, he promised. So he gave that blessing to him, that boon to him. Now, this is how the material mind works. This is how the conditioned mind works. As soon as he got this mercy, this boon, he decided, okay, let me test it. And Lord Shiva is in front of him. And now he said, okay, I will test on him. He's the only person I see right now. So now he, knowing his desire, Lord Shiva was running all around the universe. And Lord Shiva had to appear to take care of the situation. Lord Vishnu appeared and he told the demon, Vibrakasur, what are you doing? Why are you wasting, why are you running around or running after Shiva? You should not trust him. Shiva is don't you know, he is famous for making jokes and even lying. Now this is trick of Lord Vishnu. I am very sure that he is not telling you the truth. He was just teasing you. He just said that, you can just try touching your head and see nothing will happen. I guarantee. And then demon, as powerful he was, as stupid these people are. So he kept his own hand on his own head and boom, gone. So this is what the simplicity of Lord Shiva. He ends up giving blessings to, boons to everyone very easily. So good news is that we can ask the right thing. He will give us very easily. And another thing, he is saying that, okay, I am not the greatest devotee because I make so many mistakes. Another mistake I did, the worst mistake I did, I preached Mayavad philosophy. So when did Lord Shiva preached Mayavad philosophy? Anyone knows? Hare Krishna. When did Lord Shiva preached Mayavad philosophy?
No idea.
Okay. When he appeared as Shankaracharya. Like, he didn't want to do this service, Krishna, but Krishna ordered him. And we have already discussed many times why it happened. But the Mayavad philosophy is not the right philosophy because it says the form, the qualities, the attributes of Krishna are all under Maya. Krishna is beyond Maya. But because of the circumstances at that time and Krishna's desire, Lord Shiva appeared as Acharya, Shankaracharya, and preached this Mayavad philosophy very vigorously. And that happened before the Bhakti movement started. People were going away from the Vedas, so he established that Vedas, but he established that everything is Maya. Impersonalism. And Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, actually this, the proof of where, that Lord Shiva came as Shankaracharya and preached Mayavad philosophy, it is also in Padma Puran. Padma Puran is a universal Veda, not just from ISKCON, where he says, Lord Shiva informs Goddess Durga, Mother Parvati, that in the age of Kali, I will take a form of a Brahman and explain the Vedas through false scriptures in an atheistic way, similar to Buddhist philosophy. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he appeared, he says, Mayavadi Bhashya Sunile Hai Sarvanash. So the devotees of Krishna should not hear from Mayavadis. It will do Sarvanash. So we should be very, very careful about who we are hearing from. Sometimes these Mayavadis, philosophers or Mayavadis, followers of Mayavad, they will speak very nice Ram Katha, Krishna Katha also. It will feel like that they know Krishna Tattva. No. We should be very careful. We should know their source, their parampara. So Mayavadi Bhasya Sunile Hai Sarvanash. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says in Chaitanya Charitamrita. He also says, Mayavadi Krishna Aparadhi. Nash to hoga hi. More than that, Mayavadi is a Krishna Aparadhi. He is offended to Krishna. Very strong words. So, anyway, coming back to this, so saying this, Lord Shiva humbly directs Narad Muni to go to another devotee in that Bhagavatam. So that's, the next devotee is somebody else. It's a beautiful story, but our focus today is Lord Shiva. So, Lord Shiva is actually present in all the dhams, all the places of Krishna and his incarnations. So, this is which place? Anyone recognizes this place? The beautiful place on the picture on the screen? We should be very familiar with this place.
Radhakund?
Shri Radhakund ki jai. So, one of the six Goswamis, Raghunath Das Goswami, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, he was constructing Radhakund. So, Radhakund first and Shamakund was rediscovered by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And then he ordered all the Goswamis to excavate all the places of pastimes of Radha Krishna and make them nice, make the arrangements of, nice deity worship also. And these places should be maintained well. So, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami was constructing Radhakund, the stairs, and as we see today, on that area. While digging, what happened? When the constructor, there were some workers with him. So then they dig the earth at some place, blood started coming. Now everyone was like bewildered, what's going on? So they stopped work that night. They were not sure what to do. How come the blood is coming out from the ground? So that night, Sri Govardhan Maharaj, Srinathji came in the dream of Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. And he says, my dear Raghunath, the place that you hit, it was my tongue. It is my tongue. That's why the blood is coming out. So please, don't hit me. So, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami, he built a temple there, which is known as Jiva Temple. Jiva Mandir, Srinathji's temple. It is, his tongue is worshipped there. Now, similarly, later, when construction was going on, what happened was another dream came to Srila Raghunath Das Goswami. And this time the dream was from Lord Shiva. And Lord Shiva tells Srila Raghunath Das Goswami that I'm buried under the mud of Radhakunda. Can you please take me out? So, of course, there was a pastime that happened, and all the devotees, all the workers, Srila Raghunath Das Goswami and devotees, they dig the mud of Radhakunda, and this linga was found, which is known as and worshipped as Kundeshwar Mahadev. It was installed in 1545. It's about little more than 500 years old. So the temple is still there in Radhakund. The Parikrama mark, when we go, it is found. And so Radhakund, Lord Shiva has a permanent service in this greatest place in the whole creation. Radhakund, if we all remember from the lecture of Guru Maharaj on Nectar of Instruction, it is the greatest place in whole creation, and it is based on scriptures. Srila Rupa Goswami says in Nectar of Instruction, I think the verse 8 or 9, Vaikunthaj Janito Vara Madhupuri Tatrapit Rasotosad. So this verse is there, but the essence of the verse is that the holy place known as Mathura is spiritually superior to Vaikuntha. Remember the hierarchy we see in the spiritual world? There is Vaikuntha planets, then above that is Mathura Dham, then above Mathura Dham is Vrindavan Dham, because Krishna's intimate pastimes happened there, Raslila happened there. Superior to the forest of Vrindavan. So in Vrindavan, in Braj also, superior to Vrindavan is Govardhan Hill, because it was raised by Krishna. And many pastimes happened in Govardhan Hill with his friends, with gopis, Radharani. And above all, even higher than Govardhan Hill is Sri Radhakund. So this is the highest, topmost place in the whole creation, Sri Radhakund. So Lord Shiva has a permanent service in this greatest place. I was hearing to a class this morning, and it was described that just in Radhakunda, Lord Shiva resides in 5 forms. always guarding and serving Radha and Krishna. Once we saw Kundeshwar Mahadev, Kundeshwar Mahadev ki jai. And then in the back is Mother Parvati. Then another form of Mahadev in the Radha Kund itself is Vankhandi Mahadev. Vankhandi Mahadev, or it is also known as Vatkhandi Mahadev. So it is where the forest, Mahadev who resides in the forest of banyan trees there. And the reason Mahadev, Lord Shiva, is in these holy places, in these dhams, he protects, he guards, and he serves. He guards the place from non-devotees. He will create a situation for non-devotees or who are not advanced, so that they cannot experience the dham. Then third, so Kundeshwar Mahadev is there, Vankhandi Mahadev is there in the Radha Kund, and then Randua Mahadev. He's the brahmachari form. In that temple, there is no Mother Parvati. He's alone as a brahmachari. They all come in the parikrama of Shyam Kund, Radha Kund. Fourth is Daliteshwar Mahadev. So in Radha Kund, there's just like there is a kund, pond for Radharani. For all the 8 Sakhis, they have separate kunds. Lalita, Vishakha, Rangdevi, Sudevi, Indulekha, Tungavidya, Champaklata, Chitra. All Sakhis have their own kunds. So in one form, Mahadev resides in the most dear Sakhi of Radharani, Lalita, Laliteshwar Mahadev. And then another one is Rameshwar Mahadev, 5 Mahadevs. So we'll see in the whole Braj Kshetra, no matter where we go, Barsana, Javat, Vrindavan, Nandagaon.
Who is the fifth?
Who
is the 5th one?
Rameshwar Mahadev.
Rameshwar.
Yeah. So all those temples comes in the parikrama of Radha Kund, Shyam Kund. So we see Lord Shiva is all over the places in Braj Mandal. Chakleshwar Mahadev in Govardhan, Gopeshwar Mahadev in Vrindavan, Kameshwar Mahadev in Kamavan, Chintaharan Mahadev in Gokul, and then in Mathura he is as Bhuteshwar Mahadev. He's always guarding and serving the dham. This is in Nandagaon, Asheshwar Mahadev. Then Kameshwar Mahadev in Kamvan. So there is a pastime that is mentioned by Sri Narhari Sarkar in Bhakti Ratnakar. He mentions that Brashmanu Maharaj, who is Brashmanu Maharaj? Father of Radharani. Once, so they used to live in this Kamvan area. So Brashmanu Maharaj had one son. Anyone remember the name of Brashmanu's son? So he is actually Radharani's brother. Anyone remember? These acharyas, these personalities, these associates of Krishna, they are our spiritual family. We should remember their names. We try to remember names of everyone we meet or make friendship with, right? Similarly, we should remember these names. They are our spiritual, because when we remember their names, our consciousness will go into those personalities and we can think about them. We can relate to them that way. So Brashmanu Maharaj had a son with the name Sridhama. So Brashmanu Maharaj also wanted a daughter. In the Vedic culture, both boys and girls were equally desirable. They were treated respectfully. Yes, of women's equality, women's rights, Women's Day, Men's Day, or they all came in Kali Yuga. But in the Vedic culture, everybody is treated respectfully. So Brashmanu Maharaj, he used to worship Kameshwar Mahadev. He used to pray to Kameshwar Mahadev for a daughter. And by regularly worshipping, he was left with Radharani. And separate pastime how it happened. But so idea is Kameshwar Mahadev is there. These are just not stones or just, buildings. Mahadev resides there. Chakleshwar Mahadev in Govardhan. When we do the Govardhan Parikrama, on the left, you will see this temple comes. So mostly devotees, they start from this place. Some devotees, they start from Radha Kund. and some devotees, they start the parikrama of Govardhan Maharaj from Chakleshwar Mahadev. Then the famous Gopeshwar Mahadev, right? We all know this story of Gopeshwar Mahadev. He's in Vrindavan. So once, in deep meditation in Mount Mount Kailash, Lord Shiva heard the sweet vibration of Krishna playing his divine flute, and his samadhi broke. So he came to Vrindavan right away, and what he sees, Maharaj, Krishna, Radharani, Gopis is happening. That night of Maharaj, that is said, hard to comprehend. It happened for one day of Brahma, which is billions and billions of years. Anyway, we'll not go into that. It's itself is a topic. How it could happen that Krishna can do the Ras Leela for that how long, and nobody knew. For everyone it was just like a night, one night, normal night. So Shankarji, Shiva, he came to Vrindavan, and now he was so enchanted, so attracted with the sweet flute Krishna was playing, he wanted to enter into the Maharaj. But what happens? He was stopped at the gate. All the gopis stopped him. Vrinda Devi, she also guards Krishna's pastimes. She stopped Shivji. So she says, in this private ras mandal, no males except Krishna are allowed entry. So now Lord Shiva had no option. So, but he was so eager, he just sat there at the entry of Vrindavan. And he was from distance trying to watch the divine pastime of Ras Leela. He was very determined. So he was feeling so much eagerness, so much desire he had, that she started meditating on Radharani. Because only she can be so merciful to do something for him. So knowing his determination, Radharani, she sent Lalitam Devi. See, how can we relieve Lord Shiva from his distress? So Lalita Devi comes and says to Shiva that if you really want to enjoy the Maharaj with Krishna, if you want to participate, you should take shelter of Radharani. For that, you need to first bathe in Mansarovar. So Mansarovar is also there in the Parikrama Marg, in the that area, Govardhan area, and Braj area. So she herself takes Lord Shiva to Mansarovar, and he takes a dip. And what happens? After dip, he comes out as a gopi, beautiful gopi. And then he is able to enter the Ras Leela, and there is a beautiful pastime, exchanges of words between Krishna and Gopeshwar Mahadev. And Krishna sees there is a new gopi who is dancing. So Krishna, curious, comes to Lalita Devi and asks her, "Whom do you bring?" And Lord Shiva, she says, he tells the whole story. So Krishna laughs that. Then when he removes the ghungat of that gopi, he sees, serpent in the neck and third eye and all that in the face. So he laughs, but he becomes very pleased. And he gives him the boon that you will reside in this Braj, in Vrindavan as Gopeshwar Mahadev. You will be worshipped like that. So pastime happened there. This pastime where Lord Shiva is being portrayed as Gopi with third eye and so one important thing is that if whenever we visit Vrindavan, Acharya says the first darshan we should take always permission from Gopeshwar Mahadev first. He is the guard. We should get the approval from Gopeshwar Mahadev that please allow me to experience Vrindavan. We should take his blessings first. Actually, 5 things that we need to do before or we think about roaming around in Vrindavan, Braj area. Blessing from Gopeshwar Mahadev, number 1. Number 2, we should first pay our obeisances. We should go to Sri Yamuna Maharani. These are associates of Krishna. Without their mercy, not possible to experience Vrindavan or Braj or Krishna Bhakti. So number 1, Gopeshwar Mahadev. Number 2, Sri Yamuna Maharani. Number 3, Braj Raj. We should, lot of devotees, as even today, who resides there, when they come out of their home, they first do Dandavat Pranam on the ground. They take the Raj on their forehead. We should all pray to Brajvasis. We should not get engaged into any argument or any disrespect with them. Even the trees, they are all our saints. In Braj, everything is divine. Gopeshwar Mahadev, Yamuna Maharani, Braj Raj, Brajvasis, and trees in the Braj Kshetra. We should take blessings. This is Chintaharan Mahadev in Gokul. He's the Dham Rakshak there. Gokarneshwar Mahadev in Mathura. Nandeshwar Mahadev in Nandagaon. Rangeshwar Mahadev. Bhuteshwar also and Rangeshwar also. There are 2 Mahadevs in Mathura. So even in Bhagavatam, so lot of glories of Lord Shiva. I will probably conclude here. It's already 8:30. So the idea is that the teachings, what we should learn from Lord Shiva. Hearing his pastimes, hearing his qualities is good, but what is the learning for us? That just like Lord Shiva, we should have this eagerness and anxiety to serve Krishna, his mission. And Lord Shiva gets very pleased when there is a unity among devotees. In Rudra Geet, in Srimad Bhagavatam, he says, those who will offer me the prayers composed by Lord. So Vishnu, so there is a section in the Srimad Bhagavatam, Rudra Geet. We should try to read that, especially on this occasion, where how Lord Shiva gets pleased with Prachetas. There are about 100 brothers who did the devotion together. And he says that I'm not pleased because you're chanting something, but I'm more pleased because you are doing it together. That was his comment in that Rudra Geet that comes in Srimad Bhagavatam. So that should be the mood, and eagerness and anxiety to serve the mission of Krishna. That gives Shiva more pleasure than anything else. So when we say eagerness and anxiety, that's how we should be anxious and anxious for Krishna. That to chant his names, to participate in Sankirtan, to serve him, to serve the devotees. That anxiety, it should not be fun, right? That enjoyment. It's not for our enjoyment. It's for the enjoyment of Krishna and devotees. So then it becomes automatically fun for everyone. So that should be our mood. Quickly, a little pastime, or we can take it up next time. But it's already at 33. So I will conclude here. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Can we
Lord
sing?
Shiva ki jai.
Can we sing this?
Which one?
Ganga re para.
You want to sing?
I can try. Gangara parasya hoile pashata pavana darshana pavitra koro ei tomara gun. Tomara hridaye sada govinda vishram. Govinda kohe namora Vaishnavara pran.
Yeah, this is a Vaishnava bhajan by Narottam Das Thakur.
That's why I'm familiar.
Gangara parasya hoile paschate pavan. That people go to Mother Ganga. So Ganga mein snan karne ke baad they will become pure. But Vaishnavas, pure Vaishnavas are so pure, just by their darshan we become pure. We become pure just by their darshan. Why? Because Tomara Hridaya Sada Govinda Vishram. Because in the heart of pure Vaishnavas, constantly there is Govind, Krishna. So Krishna is in everyone's heart. But he is passive because conditioned soul not even paying attention to him. So bichara wo chupchap baithe hue. But in the heart of pure devotees, because they are constantly meditating on his service, Krishna is very active, always very actively guiding them and protecting them. Govinda kahe na mora Vaishnava pran. Govind kya bolte hain? These pure devotees, pure Vaishnava are my pran. Very, very dear to me. More dear to me than Lord Shiva and Lakshmi. That's some, but they are also their devotees, but it's a way to say, right? Glorified devotees. That they are so, so dear to me. So that is the mood that through the mercy of Lord Shiva, these acharyas, these pure devotees, only by their mercy, there is no other way. We can check any devotional scripture. Mercy is the big factor to advance in bhakti. So how to get mercy? That should be the question if today in our mind. If we are really sincere and we want to advance, I'm reminding myself that I should be questioning myself how to get more mercy. What should I do? So with that thought, thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Lord Shiva ki jai. Happy Shivaratri to everyone. Hare Krishna. Anything anyone would like to add or correct? Any questions? Please feel free. Maybe we can take a couple of minutes. Okay, if nothing. Yeah, I know there are very less devotees. Few devotees were not available. They informed, and few have not informed. So I don't know where they are. But thank you so much. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarobhyascha kripa sindhu bhyevacha patita nam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.